you're under oath. You're not under oath. Could you swear or not? This is Mal's little red book. Could you say, I'm going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I'm going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
So help me, Mal.
So help me, Mal.
I wish not to displease the chairman.
I wish not to displease the chairman.
Could you speak to the microphone, please?
I wish not to displease the chairman.
He is a very, very fair man.
He's a fair man. A very, very fair man.
Daniel, what do you do for a living?
I'm a PE teacher.
I'll just put cut.
He plays for Leeds United.
And Daniel,
Charles at Leeds United, yeah.
I'll just put sporty cunt. And I'm going to ask you a question now, and I want you to answer it into the microphone, and I want you to answer honestly, for all of us here. How old are you, Daniel?
I'm now 28.
You have been accused of lying about your age by Lee. Lee, in what circumstance did Daniel lie about his age?
When doesn't he lie about his age?
Let's narrow it down to when he does lie about his age.
We were at dinner and he very confidently told our friends he was 27.
He's 27, and why do you think he said that?
Dirty dog.
1 year.
I think he was trying to play the young card in a conversation.
Trying to play the young card.
Yeah.
To what sort of benefit?
He likes to use his age for delaying proposals.
We could just the woman for you.
Did you not hear what I said about your lifespan earlier? That's a good thing.
I didn't have that advice before.
Okay, interesting. Now, Daniel, you've been accused of lying about 27. You did just give me the correct age that you are, although I am going to have to see some identification. If you could get that out while you're answering the question. Why did you lie about your age?
So I want to say that it wasn't a lie, I forgot.
Classic PE teacher.
It's been 2 years of COVID.
2 years since COVID, you got your own age. Okay, let's have a look. This is Mr. Daniel George James, because 1993. Yes, this is all in order. I mean, you look absolutely like a serial killer in photo. And you know, being a PE teacher, you almost certainly are one. What's your relationship with Lee?
We're engaged.
You're engaged. So he has asked Lee. It's not a fair charge that you've put
She could have
forward.
asked him.
Hold on just a second, Lee. We're not taking alternative counsel at this time. I appreciate your enthusiasm, man. I really, really do.
For justice.
For justice, yes. Justice and the strip club. You have unique and interesting takes, and feminism as well. But do shut the fuck up. You've been accused of lying about your age for, but that's not a legitimate reason in that case if he's lying about his age, because because you're already engaged. So he's not avoiding that question. So why do you think he lied about his age?
You'd have to ask Daniel.
And you're saying you forgot. Okay. I'm going to throw this case out of court. You're not a liar. You're just a thick cunt. Is Beth here, age 26?
Allegedly.
Beth, could you stand up, please? Is Josh here? Yeah, Josh. Thumbs up from Josh. Beth, very confidently taking the stand. You may regret that when I read out the actual charge.
I think I know what it's going to be.
Yes, Beth, and I think you all want to know what this is. Beth, you've been accused about, is that lying or crying?
Lying.
Lying. You've been accused of lying about a boy's circumcised willy there are 20 eyewitnesses to this lie. Or the Willie, lying about a circumcised Willie. Josh, could you stand up for me, please? Josh, could you fill in some more information about what circumcises?
So we ran out for the scrum for dinner, and no having a drink, and it's like everything like.
Can I just pause you there? Josh, you are almost impossibly northern. Do we have a court translator here? Honestly, that was just. If you could slow down, Josh, can we have some order in the court, please? Josh, where are you originally from, Josh?
Liverpool.
You're from Liverpool. Okay, so hard life. Josh, take me through this slowly, okay? Just describe the events as you remember them.
So we went out for dinner.
Yes.
And we had a few drinks.
A few drinks.
And we're in this place called. We're living in this place called the Collective.
The Collective.
And there's all people living together, co-living.
Is it a warehouse situation, the Collective?
It's more like a cult.
More like a cult.
Okay, the warehouse. It's called the Collective.
Called the Collective.
Please continue.
And where was up to? So there's two Sams.
There's two Sams.
Yeah.
In all of Liverpool.
I don't think you have to go through the whole backstory.
Just pause you there for a second, Josh. Is this too much information? Would you describe this as irrelevant?
It depends where he goes with it, to be honest.
Okay, I'm going to give you, Josh, one very simple instruction, and I mean it well, because I know you mean well. Get to the fucking point.
So there's two Sams. And then what is it, Buckt Sam?
Just to repeat for the courts, the question Josh has asked is it bog-eyed Sam?
It's not Buckt Sam.
No, it's not Buckt Sam, it's the other Sam.
It's the other Sam.
It's the other Sam. Hold on, Josh, just so we're all clear, it's not bog-eyed Sam. It's the other Sam. I mean, he's not bog-eyed because he was uncircumcised to this set.
And she thought that they said circumcised Sam, so she screams on the table, Sam's not circumcised.
So she announced his lack of a circumcision to the warehouse. To what results, Josh?
Oh, turns out he is circumcised.
He is circumcised. And did you prove this live, or was it?
She told me.
It was reported back to you from Beth, and she said that he is in fact circumcised. Proof. Okay, Beth, Josh, if you could sit down. Just so you know, Josh, that applause is for just getting through it. Beth, how do you recall events? Into the microphone, please. Into the microphone, please. Into the microphone. As close as you can to the microphone, if you can, Beth. I apologise if that brings back any memories, but as close as you can to the microphone, please. I do need you to speak into the microphone. Yeah.
I didn't think we should make judgments as to whether someone was circumcised. No. So I said he wasn't. And then I checked them.
And what form did the check take?
I was about to say oral, but I just mean
Yeah. Well, one does have to whatever. So you don't think you should have been judging people? Was there conversation happening that was judgmental of people who are and aren't circumcised?
no, not at all. I didn't even hear it. I was chatting to someone else, and all I heard was circumcised Sam, so I just said we shouldn't call him that.
You said that you shouldn't call him circumcised Sam.
Yeah. But he is.
You do not belong on trial here, Beth. Josh, please take the stand, Beth. of revealing private information of an individual. The charge is defamation, revealing someone's circumcised status. That is the charge. Josh is the defendant. Josh, what do you do for a living? Quickly, Josh.
I'm a trainee foreskin analyst.
You're trained, what do you analyse?
Foreskin analyst.
What do you
Trainee.
You're a student. You're a student.
Yeah.
Where do you study?
In Chichester.
In Chichester. Just let's have a break from Liverpool, isn't it? And that's our defendant. That's our charge. Is revealing private information. Vic Slayton, please make a prosecution.
So, by virtue of the fact that you submitted this allegation against your friend,
Yeah.
outing circumcised Sam for being circumcised,
Yeah.
by your own admission, you have revealed to 90 people the circumcision status of circumcised Sam. And the charge is that you shared information, private information about Sam. So you've done it twice. So you got away with it the first time, and then, like all true criminals, it escalated, and he was thirsty for more. And now we all know about circumcised Sam. And just in case we were worried, because there are two Sams in the collective, in the sex cult, if you go to the sex cult, the collective, and you see a Sam that's bug-eyed, it ain't him. It's the other guy. So you basically confessed
But do we know?
about the circumcision of
No,
Sam.
whether Bog-eyed Sam is circumcised.
Well, it's not for us to speculate.
That's interesting. This is our called Clark here, by the way. It could be a case of mistaken identity in the worst possible circumstances.
But you are a trainee foreskin trainer.
Yeah.
So, in theory, you should know what you're talking about there, but you're actually not qualified. So you are practicing foreskin expertise without a license as well. Can you have that?
A license. Fixed license. Very good prosecution. A round of applause, please. Charge once again is revealing private information. I mean, Vic Slayton has tied you up in logic there, hasn't he?
Well, Josh,
Right.
jury. You alright?
Yeah.
Well, I'm doing my best, Josh. So, yes, it's true, ladies and gentlemen. My client did overshare on behalf of someone else. I would argue that far from it being a crime, we've heard this one, haven't we? It was an act of public service. Now, I'm not casting any kind of judgment, be a willy what it may. But, for anyone that might have been interested in getting to know not bug-eyed Sam, it's very useful information, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Do I need to bring lube, not lube, more spit, less spit? See, what have you got, Sam, for a secret Santa? And you know that the man has no foreskin, knit him a little woolly hat. Yeah? Yeah? So knowing this information, I believe you did everybody a favour. Most of all, not bug-eyed Sam. Yeah. You know, I personally like to have a heads up, have a glass of water by the bed, you know. It's just so much easier if you've got a heads up on that. No pun intended. So yes, that is my...
I mean, it's an equally strong defence to round of applause. So, I mean, Vic Slayton ties you up in logic, but Lillian, again, twisting the accusation into an act of public service. I mean, it's your fate hangs in the balance, Josh.
It doesn't matter, the crime was committed.
Well,
It could be reflected in the
if we can deem the crime to not be a crime,
Well, that's on you, isn't it?
Yes. Very much so. If you agree with the prosecution, please cheer now. If you agree with the defence, please cheer now. Once again, prosecution, cheer now. Defence, cheer now. I never thought I'd say this to somebody not from Liverpool. To somebody from Liverpool. You are not guilty. Is